Hello, hello, my beautiful friends. We are here a few minutes early, as usual. We don't want anybody to miss all the goodness of Facial Friday. It's Friday! And it's Facial Friday round three of Facial Friday. So if you are joining me, thank you for your time and thank you for being here with me. First of all, we have to interact. We are letting me know you're here. I see you. Let me know you're here. Drop me a heart button. Say hello. Hello, Sharon. Welcome. Can you show me your wine? Show me a wine emoji. I've had a little bit of wine. And we're going to top up my glass while we're together. Ta-da! Sharon, I've got you entered into the draw. We'll wait until 6 o'clock to get started on the official business. So until then, we shall drink and get ready. So for those of us getting ready, we're going to see some ingredients in action today. You guys are going to love this. Here is my... Hi, Diane. Welcome. Welcome back. Here's our facial for today. Diane, you're going to love this one. It's going to remind you of the regime we did in our facial before the world closed. And Diane, do you have your wine with you today? Or your favorite beverage? It can be whatever. Okay, I gotta move this. Only gin. Ooh, Sharon, the other day I had gin and ginger ale. Man, it was wonderful. Oh, have you ever tried gin and ginger ale? It was wonderful. Welcome, Facial Friday lovelies. I am so grateful that you're here. We're just discussing our beverage of choice. Mine is, I don't know, it's good. It's red wine. How could you go wrong? Before we get started, we have a couple of things. What am I going to say? What's it called? Housekeeping. Some housekeeping things to get ready before we get started. So if you have the sample pouch, I would love to know that you've got a sample pouch, maybe from last week or this week. You want to open your samples. So cut the tip off. Just cut off the corner. Don't cut off the whole top because you can use it over and over again. Hey, Mom. Hi, Stephanie. So if you've got your sample pouch, Stephanie, just trim the tops off because it's trickier once your hands are wet and messy to do all that. So you want to just open them all up, and I'll give you a list of the regime as we're going to go. So we're going to start with our cleanser and our exfoliation. We have a treatment involved. Some of you with your sample pouches have the new liquid firm skin. I'm sorry, it's not new, but it's new for the pouches. Liquid exfoliation. So the liquid exfoliation, you need a cotton round for that. So Stephanie, can you grab that if you've got that in your sample pouch? Cotton round. Then we have the stimulant, which is super exciting. Today I am choosing the extra hot blueberry. Can you see this? Extra hot. I want to show you how effective these ingredients are, because when I use this product, my face goes flaming red. It's really fun. And we'll discuss the properties and why we do that in just a few minutes. Make sure you can hear me okay. If you can't hear me okay, I know Diane last week you really helped me out with my video. If the video doesn't look right, just drop me a little info and let me know. So get yourself all set up. We need a hot bowl of water with 3 hand towels in there for your rinsing. And we're going to have a mask. This week I'm going to be using the Calm Skin mask. So Calm Skin is to reduce vascularity. So this is really going to show you, I hope, how effective the products are. So the middle step, we're going to raise the vascularity of the skin by increasing the blood flow so you can see and feel, thanks Diane, my raging red face. And then we're going to use the Calm Skin mask at the end, which is a vasoconstrictor, to ideally show you how effective that can be. So because my face isn't actually red to begin with, it would be difficult to see how effective the Calm Skin mask was. But if we add Calm Skin mask after the blueberry peel, you're really going to see it work, which is going to be so fun. Then we have a mist, we have an eye serum, and we have an oil and a nighttime cream. So if you can get all of that ready, give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you guys are ready. We're going to start with the cleansing. No, that's not true. We're starting with the draw. So the draw is for 2 products this week because we got more than 10 shares. So that was the requirement of last week. And we got it. So we got 13 names in our little thing. Thank thank you so much for all your shares. If you want to enter next week's draw is a surprise Eminence basket, which is on its way, Eminence box, on its way in the order that didn't come today. So it's a box that we know the value is $100, but we don't know what's in it. It's super exciting. So if we get more than 10 shares this week, next week, we're going to draw that $100 box. $100 of Eminence, you guys. We don't know what's in it. So if you win it, you might have to do showing us what's in it. So today we have, first off, the Mangosteen body lotion, which is just lovely. Hi, Mira, welcome. Please share the video and write shared so that I know you have shared the video so that you're entered in to win a $100 surprise Eminence box next week. Okay, so this is for the Mangosteen body lotion. Yeah, totally, right? Susan E! Susan! Yay! I know that you've been watching, so Susan, you're going to love that. Exciting. Susan, if you're here with me, are you here with me now, Susan? You just won that. And the next one is the Citrus Lip Balm. This is prize 2, Citrus Lip Balm. I've had some wine today. Ready? Citrus Lip Balm going to Zoe! Yay! Zoe, we were chatting today. So Zoe and I are chatting about our virtual skincare consultation. If you guys haven't heard already, I am offering a virtual skincare consultation via Zoom. I will add the link below in the comments. You can book a 30-minute one-on-one Zoom call with me full of interactive, in-depth questions getting to the bottom of your skin concerns. It's a $60 service, but you get $50 back in credit to use for the next 30 days. If you don't use it in 30 days, it expires, but $10 for a personal, private, professional, in-depth skin consultation. You guys are gonna love this. So I'll put the link in the comments below. I should have thought of that ahead of time, but let's see if it's on there. Ah, look at that. It is on there. Yay me. Okay. So that's there if you want to book a consultation. If any of this spikes any questions or curiosity, you really want to get to the bottom of your own skin concerns or your own skincare regime, let's do it. It's easy. $50 in credit. I mean, no brainer. Lasts for 30 days. Yay. Okay, so we're diving in. So the first step is going to be cleanser. We talked about the cleansing process. We have created a cleansing bundle. Any cleanser, any exfoliant, any toner, $129. Really? Saving $20 off that? No brainer. The cleansing video was from Wednesday. It discusses in depth what I believe to be the base of any skincare routine, the perfect priming situation for your glorious skin. So because we're using Calm Skin Mask, I'm going to use a Calm Skin Cleanser today. It's a creamy milk cleanser. Beautiful butter yellow color. We also talked about the generosity of the pumps with Eminence. They're far too generous. So that's quite a bit more than one would need as a daily facial cleanser. But hey, so then you're adding your dermafoliant or your exfoliant on there. And a tiny bit of your water to emulsify the two together. And we're whipping it on the skin. Now, when you have this exfoliant or an exfoliant of any kind, smaller circles will exfoliate more intensely, bigger circles more gently. So if you have a prone to redness skin or sensitive skin, you might avoid the small circles. Areas that you want more exfoliation, for me, around my eyes, my nose area, my forehead area. This is the initial step of, thank you Nicole for sharing, the initial step of waking up and stimulating the skin. When I have a lot of makeup on, I kind of, put my lashes in between there. Really good around my lips in here. I like to do that to prevent any of that breakdown. And it's harder with my clothes on, but neck, of course. Don't forget your neck. You guys, I wanted to talk to you about your neck today. Your neck does not produce oil the way your face does. So your neck actually ages faster. Dry skin ages faster, and your neck does for the same reason, because it's not producing oil to hydrate itself. So really, all of your serums, all of your creams, all of your things should really almost start there. You know how we kind of like, oh, make sure you add your neck. Well, why don't we start on the neck? So many of us have, Zoe and I were chatting about this morning, the habit of like looking down, the habit of reading or texting or any of that. And look, like, is that beneficial for anybody? No, no, it is not. So really emphasize sort of this skin removal exfoliation component as well as the hydration. Okay? So these Calm Skin ingredients, as the cleanser sits on my skin just for a moment, is initializing the next ingredients to just come in. So it's waking up the skin, it's invigorating the skin, it's setting the tone, if you will. So then I take my hot cloth. Oh, that feels so good. Hot wash. We rinse all of that off. Oh, that already feels so good. Let me know how your skin is feeling, if I'm going too fast, or if you have any questions at all. Oh, my earring just came off in my towel. It's on the ground. That's okay. We'll get that later. Ooh, okay. Look at that. So this is a combination of my SPF powder, my Lilikoi primer mixed with the Caramel Latte SPF. This is a beautiful new combination I just found from another esthetician, actually, a genius if you ask me. Lilikoi primer plus the Eminence Tinted Caramel Latte SPF. I'll show you guys tomorrow morning on Instagram. It's delicious. Okay, so we're not putting your towels back in your bowl. That's now a dirty towel. Just put that aside, okay? So because we didn't get the Eminence order, we weren't able to put the Arctic Berry in everybody's kit. So we're going to have something a little new for us today. And that new step is the exfoliating peel. There's a clear skin exfoliating peel either in your kit or a firm skin exfoliating peel. It's essentially a liquid that you need a cotton pad for. So go ahead and grab a cotton pad. In your sample pouch, you'll probably have at least 2 usages, so don't go too heavy on your usage. But you just want to dampen the cotton pad about a nickel size in the middle, okay? So this liquid exfoliation is an organic version of an AHA. So an alpha hydroxy acid. Yours is in a sample pouch, mine's in a dropper. Same. Totally the same. This product, yes, of course, we're going to use that in just 1 second, Steph. So just give me 1 second and we'll use that unless you're ready. If you have a toner at home or a mist, you go ahead and put that bad boy on while you're waiting. This one dissolves the sugars that bind your skin cells together. This is an incredible value of retail product. It's $79 and it comes with a pump. I should have had that, but I don't. And 30 cotton pads. So it's essentially 30 days of treatment of alpha hydroxy acid. The firm skin one, the one I'm using, is 4% acids, which is the strongest, but there is a calm skin one, which is 2%, and bright skin is the next strength, which I think is 3.5%. So it's meant for daily use. At $79, it's a complete month of a treatment, which is so great. You can also use it every other day, but you wouldn't want to use it. It's a small amount of AHA, so you do want to use it consistently. You can also use it for a week and then put it aside and use it for another week. The value is wonderful, $79, and you're getting kind of this, hi France, welcome, I was thinking of you today. Oh, there goes my other earring. So you're getting this incredible cellular regeneration. You would use this one, or you would purchase this one if your skin's texture wasn't what you wanted it to be, if you had blemish problems or bright skin problems, or if you had an adverse reaction to any retinols. This would be a great alternative to that. So what that's doing is, again, dissolving the sugars that bind your dead skin cells together. So the next products we use, which is going to be the Arctic Berry Enzyme Illumination, have a better opportunity to penetrate to a deeper level. So even if you were just putting on your serum next or your cream next, using that in advance allows those ingredients to penetrate that much more efficiently. Yes? Cheers to that. Cheers. Mom, can you tell me what that chef was that she put, a dash of this and then a swig for me? 2 cups of flour and then a swig of, I think it was whiskey or something, sherry or something fun. Who was that? That was funny. That was really funny. Oh, okay. So now the Arctic Berry Enzyme has got 2 steps to it. So one is an activator. The second step is the activator. And one is the exfoliating paste. So do not rub the exfoliating paste in too much. And Stephanie, you might be able to use that kit twice if you can be cautious of not overusing. You don't need a lot. So that's how much I'm going to use. Try and get that on there for you. It's not very much. And even though it's granular, you might think, oh, I want to rub that in because I'm exfoliating at the same time. We don't want this one to penetrate too much before we get the other layer on. And when we add the other layer, for anyone who's new with us today, it activates an effervescent effect. So if you don't have the Eminence pouch with you, that's fine. You could just be using any treatment that you have at home. So it could be a gommage, it could be an additional exfoliation, it could be an AHA, an acid peel. That's where this would go now. Hi Sharon, how are you? I hope you got your kit today. So that goes on in place. You leave it there. We don't rub too much. We can rub once we get the two combined. So that's, you see how kind of my cheeks are flushing? There's a stimulation effect to this. And my Arctic Berry Activator is a liquid. There's two ways to add the liquid. You can put the liquid into your hand and then tap it into place with the other hand. Woo! Can you see? I hope you can see that. It fizzes and kind of effervescent affects the skin. And usually, oh, you can hear it like, can you guys hear it? I'll stop talking. It's fun. Like pop rocks. But this effect not only stimulates the skin's blood flow, but also illuminates, exfoliates. Enzymes are different from AHAs in that they digest surface dead skin cells. This product is also available in a kit with 10 treatments in it for $130. You could do that weekly if you wanted. You could do it monthly if you wanted. Another exceptional value. But the results are so lovely. Arctic Berry is one of the best tools that you can get for an instant radiant glow, which is why we're using it and why we generally have it in most of the deluxe sample pouches. So now is your opportunity to rub that granule in. If you have a sensitive skin, thank you, Diane. If you have a sensitive skin, you will want to just kind of leave it on a little bit less duration and not rub it in as much as I have just done on step 2. Then you want to rinse your hands so that you don't have this already active situation mixed together. Rinse and dry your hands and do that activation one more time. Mira, I think that's maybe something that we missed the first time too when you didn't get enough fizz. When we do it the second time, we want to have like clean, naked hands. That's a really important part, as well as the not rubbing it in so much in step number 1. So then I'll show you a secondary way of applying Arctic Berry. So it's in my hands just like that. You kind of rub the two together and off you go. Woo! That's awesome. So we're really signaling the skin now. This has peptides in it. Peptides are a signaling ingredient. They go deep into the tissue. They signal the collagen to wake up and produce more. Oh, so the long-term effects as well as the immediate effects of the Arctic Berry. Awesome. So again, that comes in a kit with 10 treatments in it for $130. And if you stick with me to the end of the video, I'll tell you about a very special surprise if you do any orders from here on. Well, from this video, any orders next week. And I'll also be sending out an email to our email list in regards to the benefits of any orders for next week as well. So that's on there now. Feels fantastic. Anybody have the Arctic Berry? Let me know how your skin is feeling. You can leave the Arctic Berry on if you want to. We are going to mix the stimulant with it because my skin is very familiar with Arctic Berry. I'm going to add, this is super serious. This particular blueberry detox peel is not for the weak. This is, this is for something that when somebody has a regular, so be aware that because this is purple, it sort of looks like my skin is beet red at first, but really the results of when it gets rinsed off is what we're looking at. It's like applying beet juice to my face right now. The stimulant property, if you aren't familiar with it, is kind of scary at first. But if you don't add it, if you just had a stimulant and you're not adding it on top of this illumination peel like we are, there are no exfoliation properties in the stimulants. They are just blood flow properties. So you don't need to be afraid of it because there's nothing that can go wrong with your own blood flow. It's like going on a treadmill or running 10K. It's just blood in your face that wasn't there before. So please don't panic if you're new to stimulants. The stimulants, you can add them in with other ingredients like 50-50 with your mask, for example, and that will really help dull it down the first couple of times. Or we discussed before, forgive me if you've been watching each week, but some people haven't met me before and don't know what we're talking about. You can mix your stimulant as well in with your cleanser, and that's a really great way to introduce a very subtle mixture in the morning to get the blood flow. So why do we do stimulants? I have to talk a little bit about this while this particular product does its work. Stephanie, the step we're doing now is the stimulant. If you have that one in your kit, I've added it to the Arctic Berry Illumination. So if you're still there with us, if your phone is back working, you can rinse the Arctic Berry off, or you can add the stimulant on top. It's your choice. So the reason that we use a stimulant is that collagen in our body is formed when the body is traumatized. It's called a collagen induction therapy. Excuse me. A lot of treatments that the spa offers, such as microneedling, for example, I'm certain that you've heard of that, fractional or radiofrequency treatments, those are all tricking the skin to thinking that it's been injured, because the only response after that is to fix that wound with collagen. So when you cut yourself and there's blood, that blood loss is the body's indication of, I'm open, I need to close that wound. So collagen is triggered to step into action and close the wound. Using a stimulant is exactly what we're doing with the blood flow. We're tricking the skin into thinking it's injured so that the injury then response in the body is collagen. So blood flow is also antibacterial. It kills the P bacteria, which is responsible for acne. It signals the bacteria, the blood flow. It helps to diminish the lifespan of the bacteria that causes acne, so that's amazing. And it also helps to oxygenate and detoxify the skin. So by using a stimulant consistently, my face is getting hot. You guys see my face right now? I just there it goes. When you use a stimulant consistently, you are able to get the glow. It's just incredible. We have been doing them weekly now. So if you've been able to add a stimulant to your regime, or if you've been able to get a sample pouch, it is just, and I have never experienced a stimulant before I started using Eminence over 5 years ago. It was a completely new theory for me, and I just took to it because I'm a crazy exfoliator. Yeah, look at that. This is, woo! Remember, Diane, when we did your facial in this very room, which is my favorite room, we had this similar effect. Yes, you remember? Oh, the back of my earring is still in place. That's funny. No, we're good. So if you have a calm skin, so let's say Diane, she has a naturally flushed skin to start with, would you use a stimulant? Yes, because rosacea and rosacea and visible blood vessels are, thank you, I'm so glad you do, are stagnant blood. It's blood sitting in the area, and we want to flush that out, and we also want to strengthen the capillary network so it doesn't happen any further. Even your tiny, hello Lydia, welcome. Even your, I hope you have a glass of wine with you if you can. I don't know if you can just yet, but if you can, let me know. Your tiny little capillaries in your face have these very lovely little valves that usually move blood flow consistently through them. When you can see blood pooling in the blood vessels around your face, those valves are no longer working efficiently. So there's not a ton that we can do for those except for using vasoconstricting, etc. Sorry, I just lost my connection there. I'm still with you. But what we can do is strengthen the valves that are currently existing by providing this paprika, this heat, into the skin. And it flushes the old blood out because it's forcing new blood in. So there's nowhere else for it to go. Also, if you get capillary papules, or look at this here where we didn't apply it. Can you guys see that? This is awesome. If you get congestion around the blood vessels, that's because that blood is coagulating there and there's bacteria being housed in that area. So this is an excellent way to resist rosacea papules as well, which are just a fancy blemish, really. So for the sake of interest, because I'm losing some interest here, we're going to rinse this off, and you're going to see the incredible, oh my God. If you have a stimulant on and you're new to stimulants, maybe don't use the hottest water to rinse it off. It adds, of course, to the heat element, but I, again, kind of like it. So the Blueberry Detox Mask treatment also contains high levels of vitamin C. So we are initiating the firmness, we're stimulating the collagen, and we're definitely eliminating any lymphatic waste that my skin might have been holding on to. I have a very vascular skin to start with, so some people, what I find in the facials, some people who smoke or who don't exercise and their face doesn't go red, you're like, really? I just used blueberry on your skin and you didn't go red? Like, you need more oxygen to the surface of your skin. So it's kind of professionally a bit diagnostic as well, in that it helps to show what the skin has and what it doesn't have, what it needs and what it doesn't need. So whenever we're applying stimulants, you guys, you can see I have clearly avoided my eye area around the orbit of my bone. Look at my face. And I have avoided the vermilion of my lip. If you want to go over closer to the lip to get that swollen lip effect, off you go. Just maybe do it on top of a lip balm so it's not in direct contact with your lips. But there, what do you think of that stimulation? My face feels incredible. If you have a stimulant, tell me how you're feeling. Mine feels very, very tight. It doesn't feel dry, but it also doesn't feel moist. It's sort of just neutral, but tight. Like I feel very tight right now. Tell me how you're feeling if you're doing this along with me. So there was 8 greens and lime in the pouches this week. 8 greens is outstanding for blemish control as well. And lime is a detoxification stimulant. Both are very good. Woo. Okay. Woo. Hello. Woo. So yeah, it's not like 8 greens is a stone crop base. So 8 greens has a little bit more moisture than the blueberry does, but we're looking for that tightness. I can still feel like the heartbeat in my face right now. I knew what you meant, Steph. But I also just feel so firm, delicious. So before we do our mask step, we're going to do a pressure point massage. So I am going to use my favorite rosehip triple CNE oil. So you can grab your oil. If you've got one included in your sample pouch, grab that. If you have an oil serum, you can grab that. The skin right now is the most open and available for whatever you put on top now. I don't know if you can really see. I am not sure, Stephanie, if we can retail that one. If I will look it up. I think that one might be professional only, but I'll look it up for you for sure. I find when we use a stimulant, the pores are the most open. After when we do a facial, this is when we would do an extraction. The pores essentially swell. So even if you don't have an extraction to do, your pores are swollen with this heat inflammation. A perfect time to put something that you really want to penetrate deeply in next. So the rosehip triple CNE is another collagen induction ingredient, as well as a protective to protect the life of the cell. So why wouldn't I want that to penetrate as deeply as it can go, right? So if you have any questions, you guys let me know, please. Oh, yes, please, Nicole, use the facial recovery oil. That's perfect. And then let me know in our consultation what your feedback is on that ingredient. So I've got three drops. Hi, Sophia. Welcome back. If you guys are with me now, could you drop me a 1 if this is the first time you've been watching Facial Fridays, a 2 if it's the second time you've watched Facial Fridays, and a 3 if you've been with me for all 3 weeks. I would love to know that. Drop me a 1, 2, or a 3. So this is the oil. We're putting this on just like this. Neck also. Thank you. 2, thank you, Mira. Is this the first week, the second week, or the third time you've seen this Facial Friday? Oh, we had an idea. What if we made Facial Friday into Formal Facial Friday and we all put our formal or wedding gowns on? Wouldn't that be hilarious? We would have to do it in a Zoom, I think, then, so we could see you all. So with this oil and whatever oil you have, get it all over. and a nice deep smell. Okay, I'm going to do a demonstration of a pressure point massage. Thank you so much, all of you, for participating and watching. You make this so much more fun than as if I was by myself. My face is red because we've used a stimulant, my dear. So a stimulant, go back and watch if you can. We've added a paprika detox peel to my face on purpose. So the pressure points are on the orbits of the bones. This oil does smell divine. Isn't this lovely? I love this too, Stephanie. Thank you for joining, and thank you all for being so fun and joining me each week. This is just so fun. I look forward to it all day. Let me know if they want anything different, if we can compile anything different. I thought that the formal facial Friday, just drinking in our formal gear. I even thought of like formal dog walking now, like taking Brody for a walk around the block in my formal dress, just for no reason whatsoever. I love getting dressed up. I just miss getting dressed up. Oh, this one feels so good right there. Do you guys know we use our mouths and our jaws so much? And this is our lymphatic area. So we're just moving the fluid down in this type of motion. Draining the fluid, moving stuff around. I mean, not that there could be. Welcome, Ro, welcome. This must be your first time watching us live from Peru. I can't believe that. Welcome, my dear. Welcome. We do it every Friday at 6 o'clock. Next week, you can join us right at the head of 6 o'clock by gathering all of your skincare in advance, and we do this all together. Okay, so that's our oil in place. Now we're going to use the Calm Skin Mask. So just a clear visual of the red, right? The Calm Skin Mask is for any visible redness in any of people who have rosacea, sensitivity, just redness in general, or an irritated, tight skin. Calendula, arnica, chamomile, super soothing, super hydrating, just divine. And again, with our Eminence masks, they are completely concentrated, so no need to overuse it. So this buttery deliciousness smells like velvet. Any of the masks, Steph, anything at all. And even if you didn't get a mask, you might have got the Lotus overnight. You can use that. The Bright Skin, you could put anything on in a thicker layer that you might have. Any mask you might have at home in the back of the cupboard, you could use that. When we use a hydrating mask, I will go a little bit closer to the eye area. And if you guys can see, this is full of seeds and herbs. This is not just a whipped up. It's full of nutrition from the actual planet, from foods and nutritional things. It's just delicious. And then neck. So the mask is the final step to our facial. After, of course, we'll do our evening creams and moisturizers. But once we do this, we're sealing this stuff all in. And we talked a bit about the balance between products that take away and products that give back. Masks give back. Acids and enzymes take away. So when we're going to add things that take away, snow mushroom is perfect. Yeah, you go right ahead with snow mushroom. That's perfect. And Stephanie, I find the snow mushroom texture a little funny to play with. So if you have a tonique, go ahead and add that in there too. It makes the application a little bit smoother. So when we have, I lost my train of thought. Sorry. That means it's time for a glass of wine. Oh yeah. When you have things that take away from the skin, so if you have an AHA toner, if you have, which are great by the way, if you have a retinol, if you have a glycolic serum, that's a takeaway. You need to put something additional on top so the skin doesn't start to go into overproduction mode. The skin always has a balance. It knows where the balance is, but it cannot create water. It can only create sebum, oil. So if you are constantly taking away because you think your skin is too oily, then the skin will counterbalance you, counteract you by producing more oil. It seems really difficult to negotiate on your own, which is another reason why we have the virtual consultations, is because this is just, I love this stuff. I live this stuff. I've been a skincare therapist for 18 years, and it's something that's just in my brain. When you take away, you have to give back almost twice as much, so you don't trigger the skin's response to make more. So let's say you have an oily or congested skin type and your natural instinct is to double wash and use a clay mask and use a glycolic acid and use an astringent toner and then add some tea tree on there too. Your skin is probably like, what? What is happening? So it will produce more oil to make itself comfortable. Now, that being said, an oilier skin type also ages slower, so that's quite beneficial. But we sometimes don't use things and we don't recognize that an open pore or an enlarged looking pore could really use the benefits of a peptide or a collagen signaling ingredient. So we have to pick the right one. If you had an oily skin type, I probably wouldn't use rosehip oil, but I would use the marine peptide because as soon as you put it on, you can't feel it anymore. So there's not that barrier of thought that I'm not putting an oil on my face because my face is so oily, right? So it really takes an ingredient knowledge as well as a skin health knowledge to make the best regime for you. So I'll try and do it again. I'll go ahead and put in here our consultation. No, it's done now, but it's in the comments earlier. The consultation virtual skin analysis. There's a link in the comments of this video and you can book a 30-minute one-on-one consultation. It's $60. You'll pay for the time and you get a $50 credit towards any Eminence purchase from the spa if used within 30 days. So really it's a $10 private deep dive into your skincare and your skin health and what your skin is going through. It's just a no-brainer. It's fantastic. So tell me if you're still here with me live. Tell me how you're feeling, how your skin is feeling. Do you have a mask on? This is immediately, oh, look at that. It looks like I have a booger. It's just arnica. Don't worry. For those of you who don't know me, now you do. What was I saying? Oh yes, tell me. Oh, no it isn't, Mila. It's 6. It's after 6. Come on. Drink with me. I have, feeling awesome. Diane also. My skin is feeling really calm. I don't have the same heartbeat in it as I did before. With Eminence masks, I shall mention that you can sleep in some of them. So because we're not putting on so much that you can't, that it rubs off, it should dry. Oh, the sweet clover mask is so good. You can sleep in this. So it's a texture to get used to, but you could go ahead and sleep in this. When you sleep, you have what's called the hydrolipidic barrier. It's a barrier of oil and water on your skin that opens as you sleep. The hydrolipidic barrier allows for water loss. The reason we use heavier creams at nighttime, there's 2 reasons. One, it doesn't matter the texture of your skin because you're asleep. The second reason is to seal in this hydrolipidic barrier and your skin isn't losing the water or the moisture overnight. The more your skin loses moisture, the more it has to make up for that, and it causes the skin fatigue. It's like asking you to come home from running a marathon and clean the whole house. It doesn't want to. It doesn't have the same energy. The house isn't going to be as clean, so your face isn't going to be as healthy. It's going to allow bacteria to grow. It's going to not produce collagen as well, and all sorts of things. If you let the skin be fatigued and run down by not offering it the ingredients it needs, it won't function at its best. That's the basic gist of that. So after the Calm Skin Mask, my towel is now a little bit more lukewarm too, so that always helps. Oh my god, that feels so good. I love Facial Fridays. Drop me a love Facial Fridays if you guys love this as much as I do. So, I should have done a picture still, but I think my face is a little bit less red. That was kind of a whim. But yeah, no, totally. My forehead is way less red. My cheeks are a little still flushed, but that's fair. What? Nobody loves Facial Fridays like I do? Come on, you guys. Oh, I love. Thank you, Sophia. Appreciate that. Holy man. Plus these weekly facials, like who has done weekly facials like this before we were quarantined? I mean, I did weekly masks, but not like this. Our skin is going to look incredible when we get back together. Thanks, Natalie. Thanks, Diane. Okay, so there. So now we're going to go back. We're going to get our non-oily serum. So non-lipidic serum first. Oh, sorry, no, toner first. Maybe, yes, of course you can, Candace. Yeah, we'll touch base just after the video. Thank you for watching. So you don't have a toner in this, obviously in the sample pouches because it's a toner, but this is when one would apply this. That's the mangosteen one. I can't get enough of it. I can't get enough of it. Oh, these are not, yay. Thank you, Sharon. These are not your typical toners. These have many, many functions. So if you're considering the cleansing bundle, like I mentioned, cleanser of your choice, exfoliant of your choice, tonique of your choice, these are actually adding extremely beneficial ingredients into the skin. So yeah, birch water essence, go for that. Beautiful choice. It's creating this moisture barrier as well as waking up with antioxidants and added moisture, depending on which one that you choose. So the reason we use this with our serum is because it sets the stage for the serum, but also, oh darn, I didn't bring a serum in. So if you've got bright skin, calm skin, firm skin serum, marine peptide serum, that's when you would put this on, please. So 1, 2, 3 drops on your fingertips. You rub the two together. If you have marine peptide serum, it gets really sticky if you use too much. So just 2 or 3 drops, but small drops. The texture of it is, it just soaks right in. The marine peptide is another signaling ingredient, so it will give your skin that message to create collagen. Firm skin is natural hyaluronic acid. Bright skin inhibits pigmentation as well as suppresses. And calm skin additionally constricts the blood vessels so that your visible redness is less. So those are the serums that are the non-oily ones. Then we have an eye serum. Tiny bit of eye serum on your ring fingers. We dabble the two together. And we cover the orbit of the eye area, up and above, under. There's many eye serums. I think this Wednesday's video is going to be about eye serums because there are many and why we need to use them and how to use them. This is how you use them. You don't have to do this special motion. I just can't help it. It's just natural. And all of your eye serums can double up as a lip. So the vermilion of your lip and the eye area does not have the adipose tissue, the fat layer that the rest of your face has. So that's why we age faster in those two areas. So anytime we have a microblasted molecule or a micromolecule, we can put them in the same area. They are different in their penetration because we don't have them, again, that adipose tissue. It's a thinner area. The blood vessels are much closer to the skin surface in this area. If you have dark circles, you understand that. Then we're going to go back and use the oil that you might have. So if it's recovery oil or rosehip oil, you go ahead and add your 3 drops. That's all, 3 drops on there. And we're going to, oh my word, that just feels so good. Neck, beautiful neck. I think we should encourage Eminence to make like a neck oil. We should get them to watch our Facial Friday videos. I'm glad you like it, Candace. I'll definitely get you a kit for next week. The order was supposed to be here today and it didn't arrive, I think, because of Easter. But you know what? My delivery guy, he said that because nobody can go out, my UPS guy, he said that it's like more deliveries than Christmas right now. Can you imagine? Everyone's just ordering everything. Also, when we talked about this before, but cover whatever residue you have to the back of your hands and to your cuticles. Especially rosehip oil has the incredible benefits of beautiful nail growth. Do you guys like my nail color this week? I've been doing it especially for you. And then my favorite cream. Yes, right? Like we just need like a neck oil. My favorite cream is favorite night cream is the Bright Overnight. The results of this cream in the morning are completely visible, for me at least. So I've been using at nighttime at home, not today because the retinol that I have, I'm not ordering from there, so I didn't really want to encourage Facial Fridays with the products that I can't get right now. But I've been putting a retinol on my skin at nighttime and then Bright Skin over top. So retinol is a takeaway, Bright Overnight, give back. Balance, right? All about the balance. This product, Bright Overnight, is very thick, but we're using it again for nighttime because it doesn't matter what your skin looks like. So I tend to not try and rub my products too much into my hand. So I kind of do it like this. I believe that our hands on this side have more absorption properties. So if we warm it up like this, we're losing some of it in there. If you have a cream that you find is too rich, let's say you're like bright overnight is so thick, like you have a really oily skin, then go ahead and add a little bit of a tonique to your hand and break it down with beneficial ingredients. So then I can get this amount of cream everywhere with the added 1 squirt of a tonique. So now my face cream becomes my neck and chest cream with no loss, like you haven't diluted it in any way. You've added beneficial antioxidants to it and it gets everywhere. And then my favorite at the end is my facelift. That's how we do that. Oh, yes. Oh, look, in my laminated brows. Okay, just kidding. That's not laminated brows. That's just cream. So there, that's it. Oh, my face feels incredible. So normally, you don't go on camera with no makeup on, let me just say. But on Facial Fridays, you can, because look at this. Oh, so still flushed, I would say. But again, British vascularity. What do you do? Mama, how does your face feel? Drop me a heart down below. Thanks for watching. Okay, so that's it. Any questions, you guys? That is the complete, thank you. Yeah, that is the complete facial steps. We had many new viewers this week. Thank you so much, you guys. So if you're still here and you're new, I'm the owner of Heaven the Spa on the Rock and have been a skincare therapist for over 18 years. We have just launched the virtual skincare analysis. I will add another link in the bio, but there is one there now for you. You can book a consultation with me, 30 minutes, one-on-one, diving deep into the regime you're already using, as well as gaining information and ingredient knowledge moving forward so that you can maintain the skin health that you have, but also perhaps correct some primary or secondary concerns that you don't want to be on your skin. If you guys have, oh good, fantastic. If you guys have skincare that you're using and you thought, well, when I bought this, I had this concern and I still have this concern, so why is this product not working? It's a perfect opportunity to learn from me and get some information as to maybe how we can make that product work for you at a different application or add something to it. There are so many ingredients, it's crazy, it really is. But there are some that work really, really well together, and there are some that don't work very well together, and in fact inhibit the activity of one another. There are some that can greatly increase the penetration of another, and then there are some that you just naturally, with information you just would not use before or after one another. So many, I think it's over 8 different factors. Yes, they are Zoom, Candace. Yeah, they're on Zoom. And we are going to do before questionnaire as well as follow-ups afterwards to make sure. So $60, $50 in credit, and I can ship Eminence products anywhere. So you don't have to be local to YYJ if you're not already. But a lot of the times we're using things based on the way that they smell or the way that they make your skin look or feel, as opposed to really when we should be using them or when really knowing what to do with them. So we take all the stuff you already have as well as some recommendations. So it's not about buying all the Eminence as much as you get the credit to do that. It's about learning what ingredients that you need, why and when and how. So you can take that ingredient and that way you can know what to look for in your favorite product line. You would know what to look for or avoid, because we also know what maybe hasn't been working for you, right? So my, before, like way long ago, Dr. Phil was a favorite of mine, and he has changed a bit, but whatever, what do you do? He used to always say, how is that working for you? So if you have a goal and you've bought all this skincare, how is it working for you? Do you still have the same goal? Has your goal changed? Has your skincare changed? Many of us are like, oh, I have had the same, like, oh my God, when I'm at work, when I'm doing a facial, it's like, oh, I'm still using my same Nivea cream as I did when I was 20. Like maybe for you and us, that doesn't make any sense, but it's so common. We just get attached to like a L'Oreal City Protect cream because some wicked lady with amazing training and sales sold us it at the L'Oreal counter. And now that's all we know how to use. So I never promote waste. I never promote like my stuff is the best. Not at all. Not ever. That's just not how I was raised. That's not what I believe in. I believe in efficacy. I believe in using things to their maximum results to get the benefit for the skin health. So that's what the consultation is about. It's really about educating you so that you know exactly what you're looking for and you can find it wherever you want to find it. Yes? So cheers to that. Yes. Thank you, Candace. Any questions before we dive off? I always at the end of like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. All I have to do is go home and make dinner. Like, no thanks. Pass. That's not true tonight though. Barry's making us a turkey, which is amazing. And he's so good. He always makes turkey at Christmas and it's, I don't know what he's going to make with it, but we'll make sure that you get a turkey package, Mama. A turkey care package. So, any questions? Oh, you're welcome, Nicole. I'm looking forward to our conversation this weekend for sure. Any treatment that's a must? Great question, Candace. That's really hard to get started with. So one of the things, you're welcome, Sharon, one of the things that I philosophy have is that you can't fertilize a dying plant. And this is something that we talk a lot about at the spa. If your face, the plant, is dying, dehydrated, struggling, fatigued. Oh, big announcement. Thank you. That I'll get back to it in just 1 second. The skin is not atrophied, but it's under a fatigue or a stress. So there is no point in going into like one of the must-have treatments if your skin is already struggling. You need to hydrate, balance, calm the skin before it can have a chance to receive a treatment effectively. So I also relate it to like going to boot camp. Like you wouldn't go and have like the very best treatment and then not do anything else. Just like going to boot camp versus a daily exercise. You wouldn't go to boot camp one time and then be like, why am I still not 5 pounds lighter, right? I went to boot camp. I had that hydrofacial. I had that micro needling. Why is my face not? So there are many must-have treatments, but it really would benefit us to get on a Zoom call and really see a path. There's a path. And so you can start with a quick fix facial to really get some correction. So a quick little acid, or you can start with just a normal facial seasonally to get the health. Usually people don't go to the spa as often as the skin needs them to. So it's going to start at home. It's usually going to start at home. And then that home care builds that foundation. So when you have that treatment, whatever the one that meets the goal that you might have, you have that treatment and then the skin's like, yes, I'm healthy. I can regenerate. I can handle that, trauma, whatever that might be, because a lot of treatments, you guys, are purposefully traumatizing the skin in a way that creates skin health because it wakes the skin up. The healthier skin is to start with, the better response to that it will be. Does that make sense? I hope that's clear, Candace. And yes, Sharon, the big announcement. So the big announcement is if you order between, I think it's, what is today? Friday. So next Monday, the Monday after, we're going to do an entire week for this video. Then you will be receiving an entry into the draw. So from this, over 10 shares of this video, right? You get entered in to win the $100 prize surprise. If you order between, let's say now and the end of April, let's just say, so any orders between now and the end of April will be entered in to win a $150 surprise Eminence box. Oh, we don't know what's in the box. Do you have a minute? I'll run and get one of the boxes. So I have a $100 box on hand. I'll show it to you. Don't go anywhere. It's right here. I have it. So this one, look at this. This is a surprise. It's totally sealed. We don't know what's in it. Hi, Willina. Welcome. It's been so long. Candace, the link is up in the comments of the Facebook. You can book through there. And you can also message me anytime. So, to be clear, if you share this video, write shared in the comments below right now, you're going to be entered to win a $100 surprise Eminence box that will be drawn during next Friday's facial. If you order any products between now and April 30th, you'll be entered to win a $150 Eminence surprise box. One of these. So we don't know what's in these. These are for staff. These are incentives for staff. That's me. So I don't need this. You guys need this. This is exciting. This could be anything. We know the value. Thank you, Sharon. We don't know what's in it. So Friday facial video gets entered to win $100 prize box. Will be drawn next Friday. And then the week after that will be the April 30th week, and we will do any orders for any skincare. It doesn't have any dollar limit. We have two very exciting bundles that I've created. One of them is the SPF bundle, which is beautiful. Any of the body lotions that you can also use on your face, any of the serums, the Vita Skin Collection, Bright, Calm, Firm, or Clear, and then any color of SPF. So I'm going to do in the story, thank you so much, I am going to do a whole reveal of those things. And then the second bundle that we have made, sorry, $179 for the SPF bundle saves $20. Thanks, me love. And then the cleansing bundle is $129, any cleanser, any exfoliant, and any tonique that you choose. So that one's $129, also saving $20. So those bundles are amazing. And you can order any of those or any individual products that you might need. The reason I've done this is because I've run out of the free things to give away. And I was like, shoot, I probably should have pared that back a bit. But I don't want you to not have a benefit for supporting me. And I really, really appreciate all of you joining me and just being so supportive of Facial Fridays, as well as all the orders. The orders is the only income that the spa has right now, and I can't say enough without sharing to you emotional things, but it really does mean a lot. So the orders coming in are just more than I can say. So I want to do everything I can to support you and give you a extra, like, I don't know what's in here. It's heavy. This one's heavy. This one is the $100 one, so the $150 one is even bigger. It's amazing. So if you have any questions for me, please feel free to message me. If you have any friends that have any inquiries, please lead them over to the link in the comments. You can copy and paste the link and send it to anyone that you know that is struggling with their skin. They do not have to be local. I can ship them products, and it's a Zoom call, so it can be from anywhere around the world, anywhere at all, and we can get to know exactly what we need to know and really have a path moving forward for the next 6 months to healthy skin. So any more questions, you guys, before we go? I know it's, again, I don't want to go. I'm happy with you. I want to stay. Join me next Friday live at 6 p.m. On Wednesday, we'll be doing an informational video. Wednesday's video, like I said, I think I might do eye creams, but it can always change up. We did the cleansing bundle this past Wednesday. It's a complete breakdown of that particular product and that particular reason why you would use it, exactly how to use it, why there are so many choices, why the difference is in between them, what product versus another product, that kind of thing. So the cleansing video was last Wednesday. It's really good in terms of depth of information. And what I'm trying to show you guys, as well as interacting with you and as well as spending time with you, is really how deep the knowledge goes and how much there is to know, so that when we book a consultation, you're rest assured, and that it isn't just, hey, this is my favorite, and hey, this smells really good, and hey, this is a really pretty color, you should probably add that to your regime. Oh, forgive me, there's a couple of you that might have this targeted treatment. It's called the Clear Skin Targeted Treatment or the Bright Skin Targeted Treatment. This is what they look like. And the reason I put them in there is because, again, we don't usually have that for ourselves. The Clear Skin one and the Bright Skin one are especially awesome. You use a tiny little bit. This particular, whoopsies, product is $65. Look how big that is. Clear Skin Target, if you put that on a blemish, in like 3 days, the blemish is gone. Gone. So it reduces the inflammation, it reduces the life of a blemish, and it just really helps to heal and soothe. And so some of you have a firm skin one, some of you have a clear skin one. And so that would go on. You could keep that with you all the time. So make sure that if you want more information about the eye creams to watch on Wednesday, you can always watch the replay. If you're watching the replay, please let me know, watch replay. And thank you again so much for joining me live. Cheers to you all for Facial Fridays. I didn't see anybody make a comment about formal Facial Fridays, so that's a bit disappointing. I was looking forward to that. But then I thought maybe I should try the wedding dress on before I announced that, just in case to make sure it fits. So then we changed it to formal, because I got a couple formal dresses I wouldn't mind wearing. We could do like formal fashion show Friday. Woo, have another glass of wine. But come on, who doesn't miss getting dressed up right now? I know I do. I sit and look at my clothes and my shoes, and all I'm doing now is dog walking and groceries, and the gardening has been fun though. Cheers to you, Diane. Thank you again for your time. Any other questions before we go to my new friends who have just joined us for the very first time? Anybody has any questions about their skin? Cheers, Mila. Lovely. I miss you so much. All of you, I miss you. I miss spending time with you. I miss chatting with you. I miss chatting in general. You know, like I saw a wonderful client today. She popped by. Oh, that's hilarious. Any of them, Sharon, any of them. Wear them all. Put one on, fashion show us another one. How's your skin feeling, Sharon? I hope you loved your pouch. I lost my train of thought. Anyways, obviously doesn't matter. Let me know if you want more information on the virtual consultations. That is going to be so much fun. They are currently being offered Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, with ideally our product orders being on Monday. So if you have a consultation, then by Monday we can order the products, and then by Friday you'll have them. So if you have a consultation on Friday, by the following Friday your products are with you and you can get started, which is so exciting. So, okay, that's it. I'm going to go home and have a turkey dinner with my beautiful family. And again, I really heartfelt grateful for your time. I'll see you next Friday, I hope. And anyone who wishes to have a facial pouch, please comment in the video so that I know. I ordered a bunch of them, like a whole, it actually cost me a fortune, but it's so worth it. So if you would like a Facial Friday Deluxe sample pouch and you're watching either the replay or the live video, then just write down deluxe sample pouch, please. If you didn't get one this week, we'll give all of the ones to people who haven't received one just yet, so that we can make sure it's always fair. And moving forward, we'll have Facial Friday next week at 6 p.m. and an informational video on eye creams this Wednesday at 6 p.m. Thanks again, you guys. It was a pleasure being with you tonight. I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.